Hello dear children, in today's class we will be discussing the angle between the two vectors. I mean, if two vectors are given, how can we take an angle between that given two vectors? Children, in the previous classes, this is the third video on vectors. In the previous two classes, we discussed what is a vector and how it can be represented. And we also discussed the types of vector in detail. We discussed actually. So links are given in the description. Just before going to watch this video, just go through those two videos so that you will get a nice command on the concept, so that you will get more interest of learning vector concepts. Okay, fine. So as I said that in today's class, we will be talking mainly, we will be focusing only on what we can say angle between the two vectors. Children, here one condition is there. So if you can understand that condition, it's very easy to us to take angle between any two vectors. Okay, now fine. So what is that condition? Look at here. So we should take an angle between two vectors such a way that either their tail should meet or their head should meet. Children, it's very important. What is this tail and what is head? Children, how can we represent a vector? We can represent a vector with a directed line segment. So let us take here. This is directed line segment. So in this, children, this is called tail of a vector, whereas this is called its head. It's a head of its vector. Am I clear? It is a tail, it is a head, and this is what actually directed line segment which we use to what we can say represent any type of vector. Is it clear? Fine. So then how to understand this? So let us take a few examples so that it will be very easy to us to understand. So let us take an example. So example 30 degrees. Fine, children. So let us take these four examples so that 100% we will get a command on the angle between two vectors. So it's a very easy. Children, let us see the first example. So here in the first example, children, here vector A and vector B. Here we have to see either their tails are meeting or heads are meeting. If their tails and heads are meeting, no problem at all. Look at here. So here tail of vector A is meeting with the tail of vector B here. So that this will be the angle. Yes. So here angle is 30 degrees. Here no problem to us. So here is angle is 30 degrees. Fine. In the second example, if you can see, head of the vector C is meeting with the head of the vector D. Okay. So this will be considered as an angle between C and D vectors. So here also theta is equal to 45 degrees, no problem at all. Now the third one, look at here. So here the angle between E and F, you can't take it as a 120 degrees. That's wrong. Why, children? Let us check the condition. If you can see here, tail of the vector E is meeting with the head of the vector F. So that is wrong. It should not be like that. Either tail should meet or head should meet. Then what we have to do? Children, in a previous class only, we discussed that any vector can be shifted parallel to itself. I mean what? Without changing its direction and without changing its magnitude, you can change any vector. Is it clear? Fine. So by keeping that condition in our mind, now this vector F you can shift here, or else this vector E you can shift back also. Okay, it's not at all problem. So let us see here. In this case, let us shift what we can say F vector in a forward direction. So this is how I am going to shift. So this is the vector F is shifted parallel to itself. Now this will be the angle between vector E and vector F. Children, this total is 180. Try to understand. This total is how much? 180. In that 120 is left. 120 is left already. So remaining one is how much? 60 degrees. Remaining one is 60 degrees. So here angle between vector E and F is not 120 degrees. It is just 60 degrees. Is it clear? Fine. Now children, what is angle between here vector G and H? Come on, just pause the video, comment your answer. Is it clear? Just test yourself, children. Test yourself whether you are able to follow the concept or not. So, okay. Is it done? 3, 2, 1. Let us see here. So here it's not 30 degrees. If you are taking the angle between vector G and H 30 degrees, then you are wrong. So let us recall the condition. Either tails of the two vectors should meet or their heads should meet. If you can see here, head of the vector G is coinciding with the tail of the vector H. So you can't do like that. So then as their tails or heads are not meeting, what we have to do? We have to shift the vectors such a way that either their tails will meet or their heads will meet. So here vector G you can shift here like this, or else vector H you can shift here. Not everything is okay. Two possibilities are there actually. So here let us shift vector G parallel to itself like this. So this is vector G. Vector G. Now this will be the children. This will be the angle between vector G and H. This will be the angle between G and H. Children, this total is how much here? This total is 180. Already 30 is left. Then this will be how much? This will be how much? 180 minus theta. Theta is here 30. Okay, now fine. So here this angle is going to be 150 degrees. Is it clear, children? So this is how we can take the angle between any two vectors. Children, once again I am telling you, in order to take the angle between any two vectors, either their tail should meet or their head should meet. Just copy this and we will discuss some important points under this angle between the two vectors. Okay, just copy it. So now we will see some special cases under this. I mean some important points regarding the angle between two vectors. Okay, na? So in this note 1, so here is vector A. So children, what is the angle between these two vectors? So with the previous knowledge, whatever we had actually, yes, we can see that 60 degrees. But here I have one doubt, children, here. So 60 here it will be there. And this will be how much? This angle will be? This will be, if you can see, this will be 300. My question is that, why not the angle between A and B is 300 degrees? Why only 60 degrees? Yes, it is also between these two angles, two vectors, tails are meeting. Try to understand. Try to understand. So this is also angle between these two vectors such that tail is meeting. So this is also angle between these two vectors A and B such that their tails are meeting, right? So condition is there. Here condition is fulfilled. But why can't we take angle 300 degrees? Yes, actually as per the condition what we discussed, yes, we also should take a 300 degrees. But children, here one important point is there. So we have to take the angle between the two vectors, either their tail, okay, tail should meet and head should meet. That is a common that you take out. That must be there at any cost. So whenever we are taking the angle between any two vectors, you know, make sure that the angle should be greater than or equal to 0 or and less than or equal to the 180 degrees. Means for example, this angle is a theta such a way that this should be 0 is less than or equal to theta less than or equal to 180. So this condition should be fulfilled. Very important, children. So again I am telling you, so whenever we are taking the angle between two vectors, two things we need to keep in mind. First we have to check either tails are meeting or heads are meeting. That is fine. So once you are sure that tails or heads are meeting, okay, come to the second one. What is the second one? Actually you should check this. So we have to choose an angle such a way that that angle should be between 0 and 180 degrees. Is it clear? Fine. Now next one more important note, let us see. For suppose children, here is vector A, it is vector A, and here is vector B. Vector B, let us say here. Now it's very important. Look at here. I am taking angle from A to B. Very important. A to B, very important. Try to understand. And here, look at here. Just let me draw so that you will get a full clarity. It's a vector A, and here is a vector B. Now it is angle we are taking from B to A. So you may get one doubt, sir, it's A to B or a B to A, it will be same angle only now. Okay, that number might be same only, but children, it's very important. As we are discussing with the vectors, the direction is very important. Especially this point is a very useful when we are discussing about the product of two vectors. So whenever we are discussing the vector product, you know, their direction is very important. There this point is important. So now if you can understand this point, there it will become very easy to us to determine the direction of resultant vector. Is it clear? Fine, children. So here actually we have a right hand thumb rule, or we also can call it the screw rule. Means either you are taking angle from A to B or B to A. First we have to decide. Okay, let us say in this case I am taking angle, I am measuring angle from A to B. Then just take the right hand. So keep this for what we can say towards the A and try to fold in this direction. Means In which direction I am folding? Anti-clockwise direction. Then my thumb is upward direction. Then in this case we can take angle as a positive. Very important. Very important. It's a angle is positive. Means the angle taken in anti-clockwise direction is a positive. And whereas here what children here? B to A, right? B to A. So I have to take like this, these 4 fingers towards the B and I have to fold in this direction. You may get one out, sir, why not from B to A like this? Condition is very important. Okay na? So it will be from B to A, I am just folding. I mean, what is the clockwise direction? Clockwise direction. So my thumb is inward. It is a negative. Am I clear? So angle taken in a clockwise direction is negative. Children, this is very important. Very important. So the angle measured in anti-clockwise direction is a positive. The angle measured in a clockwise direction is a negative. Is that clear? That's fine. Now children, so can I erase this? Okay, fine. If I'll erase this, okay, I can go to one more, third one. Okay, look at here. So this third one is a very important. Of course, each and every point is very important only. For example, children, here is vector A, okay, and here is vector B, okay, such that the angle is theta, let us say. Okay, now the question, so the angle between A and B is theta and positive. It's a theta and a positive, means for example if it is a 30 degrees, let us say. Okay, so what is the angle? Means theta is equal to plus 30 degrees only. We no need to write every time plus minus plus here, so it is understood. Is it clear? Fine. Now the thing is that then what is the angle between A and M times B. Here M is a scalar, let us say. Here M is a scalar. So angle between A and B is 30 degrees in this case. Then what is the angle between A and MB? M is a scalar, means what? Vector B is multiplied with a, what we can say, letter O. Here vector B is multiplied with what? Ma scalar called M actually. Now look at here children. So here vector A will be here only. It is vector A. Okay. Now what will happen children? Already we had discussed, whenever any vector is multiplied with a scalar, what will happen? Its magnitude is increased by those many times in the same direction of vector. Means what here? Direction of vector is not going to change, only its magnitude will be increased. So its magnitude, let us say its magnitude will be increased. Try to understand. It's a, wait, why it is not writing marker? Let me just, yes. So this is what actually M times vector B. So here the angle remains theta only, that is 30 degrees only, that to positive direction. Is it clear? So whenever we are multiplying any vector with any number or a scalar, you know, its direction won't be changed. Rather, only its magnitude is increased by that many times. If the M means M times, N means N times, 10 means 10 times it is increased. Clear? Fine. Okay, here only we will see one more thing. Then what is the next one? What is the angle between A and minus MB? What is the angle between A and minus MB in this case? Children, pause the video, just think about it, get the answer, comment your answer. Try. Children, you have to try. It's not like just simply listening. It's not that. You have to try. See, whether you will get right answer, wrong answer, it is not a matter, children. See, again I'm telling you. So whenever any question is asked, don't think whether you are going to get right answer, wrong answer. Only we have to think whether sincerely are we trying or not. Sometimes it may be wrong answer, but we will get a good experience. We will learn many things from our failures only. Is that clear? Just. Okay. Try it. Chalo. Look at here, children. So vector A will be here only. Wait, okay, let me just take this one. here is vector A only. Children, this we know that it's a vector m times b, but minus mb means what? Okay, let us take it's already, just let us draw, this is mb, this is mb. So this is given, actually it is a 30 degrees. Now minus mb means what? Quite opposite, means opposite in direction we have to draw vector. So this will give you minus mb, minus mb. Now we need to take this angle, try to understand. Means what? This is 180 minus theta, 180 minus theta. So theta is equal to 30 degrees. So 180 minus 30 will be how much? It is 150 degrees. Is that clear, children? So these are the few important points. Just copy this, we will proceed. So now let us see just two examples to get more clarity, more command on this angle between two vectors. So let us see, it's a example 1. So this is given 45 degrees. So children, then find the angle between A and B, B and C, and C and A. So we need to find the angle between these vectors actually. Okay, now fine. So individually it is given what is the angle made by A, B, C with x-axis. Then what we have to do here, we are going to use the concept of parallel shift of vectors. Okay, fine. Let us do the parallel shifting of vectors. First, further, let us draw x-axis. Okay, here is x-axis. So with this, children, so angle A, sorry, it's a vector A is making angle. So vector A only is making an angle 30 degrees. Okay, then vector B, just shift here. Okay, so vector B also making angle 30 degrees only, and vector C is making 45 degrees with the x-axis. So here, so it is making vector C is making, children, this is, try to understand. So this is 30 is the angle, this one. So this will be 45, this will be 45. Now it's a vector B, right? Fine. So now we have to see, so vector angle between A and B, B and C, C and D. First let us check whether their tails are meeting or not. Yes, of course all tails are meeting, so no headache at all. Now vector A and B, angle between, so vector A is A, vector B is A. So this is the angle, this is the angle between vector A and B, vector A and B. So 30 plus 30 is how much, children? 60. So here angle between A and B is, let me write here, the angle between A and B is 60 degrees. 60 degrees. Children, either you are taking a clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. Based on that, it might be plus 60 or minus 60. That's not a matter here. Just we are trying to measure the angle. Okay, fine. Now, angle between B and C. So, children, already 30 is left. So, here 45 means this will be. Which means what here? 45 minus 30, children. 45. This you remove this because we want angle between B and C only. This total is 45. This is 30. So, this will be how much actually? 15 only. So, the angle between B and C is how much? It's just 15 degrees. Now the angle between C and A, so it is a vector C, it is a vector E. Now we want this complete we want. So this is the angle between, this is the angle between A and C. So look at it, 30 plus 30. Okay now, and this was 15. Don't get confused. Either you can add 45 plus 30 or 30 plus 30. This will be 15, right? Don't get confused. Some students, they will do like this. So 30 plus 30 plus 45. They'll get 105. That is wrong. That is wrong. Okay. So it's a 30 plus 45. So here angle between A and C is how much? It is a 30 plus 40 is how much? Is a 75 degrees. It's a very simple, children. Just we have to check whether tails are meeting or heads are meeting. Is that clear? Just copy it. Now let us see the example 2. So it is an equilateral triangle, children. Means as per the question, children, these three vectors A, B, C are representing the three sides of equilateral triangle taken in the same order. Then they are asking us to find the angle between AB, BC, CA. Is it clear, children? So very important. You may get one doubt, sir, here even not even one angle is given, then how can we identify, how can we take the angle between the vectors? Children, the clue is given to the equilateral vector, which means what here? It means what here? The angle, this all angles inside, there will be 60 degrees, this will be 60 degrees, this also 60 degrees. Now, what we have to do? We have to check either their tails are meeting or heads are meeting. But if you can see AB, no, one head, one tail, one head, one tail, one head, one tail. No, here the condition is not fulfilled. Here the tails or heads are not meeting. Then we have one thing. What is that? What is our weapon? Yes, parallel shifting of vector. Now look at here, children. Vector A is there. So let me just shift parallel to itself like this. So this is a vector A. Vector A. Now this will be the angle between vector A. This will be the angle between vector A and B. Vector A and B. So what about the angle between B and C? Yes, let us prolong this parallel to itself. So this will be vector B. Okay, now then this will be the angle between B and C. Angle between B and C. Now here how either you can take this vector A back or just you can prolong vector C in this direction. Okay, now so let us take this. This is a vector C. So that this will be the angle between A and C or C and A. I can tell children, you are taking anti-clockwise direction or clockwise direction. There is sign convention, it's a matter of sign convention. But here strictly we are talking just about the angle between two vectors. Now look at here, children. So as this total is 180, try to understand, this total is 180, 60 is left. Then what will happen here? Angle between A and B is how much? 120 degrees. 120 degrees. And here also, children, if you can see the angle between B and C. See, try to understand. This total is 180, but 60 is left. So here also it is 120 degrees. Whereas here also the total angle, this one is 180, 60 is left. So angle between these two vector is how much? Angle between A and C is 120 degrees. That's it. Children, it's very simple. The thing is that just we need to check either their tails are meeting or heads are meeting. Okay, now just copy it. Children, here many students are getting confused in taking the directions. Very important. So let us try to have some discussion so that you all get idea, means complete idea how to consider the directions of a vector if north, east, south, west, these kind of things are given. So let us see how we will take the directions. This is north, west. Look at here. Look at it. It's very important. See, children, seems to be simple, but it's confused unless you can understand. Now, children, here for suppose here let us say this is the angle theta. So with this direction, it's a very clear that for suppose here one vector is there along the west direction. It is moved towards north. So that it is making angle theta. But then how to read that? It's very important. So I have to read like this. So theta degrees, very important. Theta degrees angle north of west. Very important. North of west, which means what? That particular vector is moved from west towards north. Then only we can say there is a theta degrees north of west. For suppose here, look at here. This will be like this. So from here to here you move. Let us say theta 1. Let us say it is theta 2, which means what here? Already one vector is here towards north. It is moved towards west with a angle theta 2 degrees. Then how to read that here? Theta 2 degrees west of north. Children, it's very important to understand. Now look at here. Let us take two examples, then we can understand. So south it is. Now children, let us try this. Come on children, just pause the video, try in your notebook. Children, it's very important to understand. So let us see here. 40 degrees north of west means, look at here. So this what actually we know this. This is east, west, here north. So they are saying that 40 degrees north of west, which means what here? North of west means already one vector is there along the west like this, and it is moved towards, it is rotated towards north by 40 degrees angle. 40 degrees angle. So it is some vector, let us say vector A. Okay. So this is shifted, it is rotated towards north from west. So 40 degrees. So this is called actually 40 degrees north of west. Means again I am telling you, it is rotated from west to north. West to north. 40 degrees angle towards north from the west. Okay, fine. So let us see 37 degrees east of south. So it is south. It is east. What they are saying? 37 degrees east of south means vector was there previously here along the south like this, and it is rotated towards east by 37 degrees. Means look at it, it is by 37 degrees. So towards, this is very 37 degrees. Is it clear? So it is a 37 degrees, children. Try to understand, 37 degrees. From here it will be how much? Look at here. From here it will be how much? Try to understand. So very simple. So this will be 53 degrees, right? 53 degrees. But how can I write this? I can write like this. So here 53 degrees south of east. South of east means from east it is, means it is making an angle 53 degrees towards south. It's a very important. Is it clear? So this is how actually it's very important. Just if you can understand this simple exam, simple thing, simple concept, then these kind of things will become very easy. Just copy this, children. So we will do one numerical to understand more, to get a complete concept, complete idea about these angles. So with us we are going to end the session. Okay, now just copy it. South of west. Children, as per the given question, so very clearly it is given that a person is moving along the east direction with some velocity. So just we have taken, yes, this person is going along the east direction. So Vm represents the man's velocity of a man. And it is also given that one car is going along the road such that it makes an angle 30 degrees west of north. So it's very important. 30 degrees west of north, very important. Means here, look at it, this is west, right? It is a west. So west of north means what? Here it was there along the north actually. So it is rotated to by 30 degrees towards west like this. So this representation is very important. Yes. So this is how actually a car is traveling. A car is traveling. This is a 30 degrees of 30 degrees north of west. Sorry, 30 degrees west of north. Now one more bus is going along the road such that it is making an angle 60 degrees south of west. Means already it is there. Bus is going like this actually. So it is, the road is there such that road is like this, it is there. So it is making a 60 degrees from the west towards the south. Okay. So that bus will be like this. So this is the direction of the road along which the bus is going. Let us say this is the velocity of the bus. So it's a 60 degrees south of west. South of west means from west towards south. It is how much? It is a 60 degrees. Now they are asking us to find the angle between velocity of man to the velocity of a car, velocity of a car and velocity of bus, velocity of bus and velocity of man. Okay. Now first let us see the angle between velocity of man and velocity of a car. Look at here, children. So here these two tails are meeting. This is how much? It is a 90. So this total angle is how much? 90 plus 30 is how much? Is a 120. So the angle between man and a car is how much? It is a 120 degrees. Is it clear? Fine. Next, let us find the angle between car and bus. Let us see the angle between car and bus. Children, it is 30 is left. Then this will be how much? This will be 60. Now we want the angle between bus velocity and a car velocity. So 60 plus 60 is how much? Is the 120 degrees. So here the angle between car and bus will be how much? It is a 120 degrees. Now we need to check the angle between man and bus. So here the angle between the velocity of man and velocity of bus. So this is going to be how much, children? So this is 60 is already left. So this will be how much? This is 30 and this will be how much? This will be 90 degrees. So 90 degrees plus 30 degrees is how much actually? It is 120 degrees. It is a 120 degrees. Is it clear, children? So this is how we should take the angle. It's very important. Whenever we are taking the angles, we must be very careful, because complete question will be changed. Is it west of north or a north of west? Is a very important. So this is a very important point to understand, to get the full command and this angle between a two vector. Is it clear, children? Fine. So with this we have completed the angle between two vectors. Children, again I am telling, in the first video we covered the basic concepts of vector, and in the second video we covered the types of vector. In this video just we covered angle between the two vectors. So first two videos, the links will be given in the description. Just kindly go through those links so that you will get a good command. Okay children, thank you so much. All the very best.